continue, and we just added crease. Okay, let's do another example. We come to the planning process later again. I show you how easy it is to bring a spreadsheet, a standard spreadsheet, to a web report, and then connect that spreadsheet to Palo. Let's try that. Let's go to say office.com. It's here. So just use one of the spreadsheet Microsoft provides on their marketplace. Yeah? So let's do a marketing budget plan. Yeah? So I just downloaded the marketing sheet from office.com, and you see that's a typical Excel spreadsheet where we have sums here and numbers, and I can just type in data to the spreadsheet. Yeah? But the data is stored in the spreadsheet itself. Yeah? It's not connected to the database at all. Maybe we want to collect data, so I just want to change that a little bit. Make that blue. And because we want to type in data later on, I switch off protection, yeah? So that everybody can type in data. So I want to bring that now to the web front end, because the guys in the field don't have access to Palo over the Excel spreadsheet. What we have is a publish button in Excel. So if I hit that button, it opens up our interface to Palo Web. That's the web browser stuff. Yeah? And I say this is Calgary. And I export that. Okay, that's it. Now it's available on the web. If I log on, now to the website. Okay, this is the Google browser, and I log on it in the web browser. So it looks like Excel, it has the same functionality like Excel. I can just type in data here. Yeah, the sum functions are still working, but I want to publish that without the whole Excel stuff. I just click here the open in user mode button, and here's my web report. So we are hiding the complexity of Excel, the columns, the rows. Yeah, I said, okay, it's not protected anymore, so I can easily type in data, and let's say we want to have 1 million here. Yeah? I typed in the data, and I can deploy it here in Roadshow. It's not yet connected to Palo at all. It's just a spreadsheet, yeah? And I reused my Excel know-how. Maybe you have already hundreds of spreadsheets. Yeah? You should send around. You don't need it anymore. You can just publish it as a web report. If I go back to Excel, I can also open a spreadsheet from that web store. Yeah? Now I'm in the reverse mode. I open it up from the web again. I didn't save it, right? I didn't save it because the million is not coming through. Let's just do it once again. And here's my million. Just collected from the web. This is an easy exercise. It has nothing to do with Palo, but now we want to connect that to Palo. So the data is still stored in the spreadsheet, which is a mess because it's not independent from that. So what we can do, we can easily define a model out of that spreadsheet. What you see here is the month. So this is a typical dimension for us. Yeah? Years, and then quarters, and then months, maybe. What else do we have here? We have, what's that called? Structure, yeah, of the sheet you want to collect. So I just copy the structure into the clipboard, and I go back to my modeler. And in the modeler, I change the database. I create a new dimension. And in that dimension, I just bring all the Excel lines into the database. Now I have the structure in the database. I can do security and all that stuff. The last thing I have to do, I maybe change a little bit the structure here. I just want to have a structure, so I do that by hand. Yeah? Okay, like a cook, I already created some work before, so that's already done, more or less here. Yeah? And I have also the month structure already created. But this allows me now to connect that spreadsheet to Palo. The same data here, I say paste function, guess arguments from the database, And now the data is coming from Palo directly. And if you look at the function here, it's using a Palo data function, and the data is not stored anymore in the spreadsheet, it's coming from Palo. So again, speed of implementation. During 2 or 3 days, we have a prototype with your data, with your spreadsheets, and you can use it and try it and see the benefits. Okay. So now let's switch to the website. This is Palo Web. So what I can do here, I can view reports, I can create reports, I can change the structure like in Excel. So here we are on we changed, I guess, the regions. So Greece is also here, of course. And if this cube would be centrally, it would be also on the iPad because it's on the central store. What else can I do? I can do some ETL processes, and I can manage my user access rights. So let's go to the report manager and look how an application can look like at the end of the day. Can you hear me, Mark? Should I talk louder? I can use the mic if it's better. Is that right? Oh. So is that better? Yeah? Okay, good. Okay, let's switch the role into an end user. And the end user is maybe starting with a nice looking home screen. So this could be the start of the application. So you have the point of view. I'm interested in 2010. I'm looking at the specific quarter, and I'm changed the company. We are now a bike company. So we are selling bikes and components and something like this. I can just select a product set I want to analyze or whatever. Remember, everything is user security driven. If I'm only accessible bikes as a product manager, I don't see the other parts. It's not a second report. So then I want to look at the finance cockpit. So I open the finance cockpit. I have the same point of view here, and that's the data for January. Again, you see my key figures. We are working with sparklines to compress information. We have some key charts maybe, and I can easily change the data in the point of view. What's also important, and that's what we can do, we can print that as a PDF. We still have a lot of users want to have it printed for a board meeting or so, maybe with the iPhone and iPad stuff. This is gone, but this is also possible. I'll show you some more reports. It could be a balance sheet, of course. We can have multiple cubes. This is a balance sheet type of report. You can just choose a company here. So there is our P&L. So then we have typical P&L structure here. And we are looking at variance and actual. We can drill down into different levels here. Show you another type from the analysis stuff. I want to have some kind of top 10 analysis. So this shows me the top 10 products by data type, by sales channel for a specific customer per measure. So if I want to see the top 10 cross-profit products, I can easily change them. But it's always the same data centrally. What else can I show you? Also that's important. We are typically not loading all transactions to Palo. So we maybe want to have it on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis. So we sum that in the queue, but sometimes it's important to get down to the transaction level. That's possible. So I can also, you see here, I'm in January on a specific order, and I want to see the line items of that order. So I can easily drill down into the relational and grab the relational transactions, which sums up, of course, these 282 products in that order. So that's possible. And another nice screen is, it's called decomposition tree. And here you can see how your numbers are getting together. So we are looking at the moment at say, regions in Europe for a specific year. And I want to see how Europe is getting together. I see, okay, this is the number for Europe, and I'm looking at actuals, so I have positive numbers. So West is very strong. I go to West and I see that France is maybe leading with the UK. I can also see I want to change from West to customers, maybe on products. So I change the view. I see the products from West and how they come together. So a very nice tool to find out how the data is summed up. Yeah? Just some examples what we can do. Okay, so let's come back to the planning part. We plan a little bit in Excel, but now we are in the field and we want to control what's going on in the planning part. So first of all, again, maybe an overview report, and you remember maybe that slide that shows how we want to plan. And we want to do planning for 2011, because there I have some data. Then we jump to an overview screen, which shows me where we are in the planning process. And at this company, we have, say, 4 or 3 processes. So we have in process, we have sent to approval, reject, approved, and finished. And I can see, as a, say, chief controller, which country already finished the process by product, by year. And if I go, say, to Germany, Germany even have started the process. I go to Germany, and I'm now in the detailed planning sheet. We flip the axis. So I want to plan units, and I say as a German responsibility planner, I start the process now. And we switched on right access to budget. So I can now do planning like in Excel. I can type in numbers. You see it's immediately flow together. It's splashed down the rows. I can also say copy 2009 as a start. So the whole splashing functions we have are also working in the web. I just say for the quarter, I want to increase that by 10%. So all these things are possible. What's also important during the planning phase is maybe that you, a bit smaller here, that you command your plan. So I can also open up a command window, more or less, and this are my numbers in Calgary. Just to some sentence, close that. And now I'm ready, I can send that for approval. So it opens up Outlook, send the report details. I'm ready to my administrator. I cannot change the numbers anymore because it's going for approval process. That's very important. So I can close that. I switch row again, and you see Germany is now in process. I see the command here. So you see immediately where you are. Now I'm the Calgary manager. I go back to Germany. And I said, yes, these numbers are okay. I approve that. Send an email back to Germany, and that's it. Oops. Maybe I also close the whole process here, and Germany is done. So these are just an example how we can help manage also the planning process. Okay, let's do one more